Finally, we meet again.
You gotta be busy sometimes, saving the neighborhood.
First, you got to continue the story.
Okay, where did they left you?
You were snatched by the vulture, Spider Garfield commits murder, and Spider Maguire is getting beaten up by Venom.
Okay, so, now it's about my perspective. The vulture got a hold of me. I'm trying to get off from his group but I can't. While I cry in anger yelling "Where's Aunt May?" he brought me near Times Square. He dropped me off the top of a tower and yelled, "Stay down, kid." Once I got free, I spun my webs into his face and pulled him off. He got outbalanced by my force and I successfully punched him. But then he gets pissed off and returned with a massive punch to my face. "You're getting into my nerves, Peter," he said, as he swooped up high, bringing me with him flying higher. But I was so angry, I used all of my strength to beat him up. A fight happens while in the sky, but I was so angry, I used all of my strength to beat him up. A fight happens while in the sky. I smashed his face as he tried to shake me off while airborne. I broke his helmet, which caused him to breathe harder due to the high altitude. I was also barely breathing, but my anger kept me from passing out. He quickly panicked as he removes his helmet and says, "Peter, you are going to kill us both." As I punched him while yelling him "Where's Aunt May?" he dozed off as his flight suit went off. We fell. It was very high and there was no building to web into. I felt like dead up here as my parachute is not installed either. I panicked, but suddenly, a huge pile of sand built up. It was heading towards me as it forms a massive fist. The sand punched me off while I was falling. It was painful. I nearly dozed off, but the sand suddenly grabbed me and pulled me out to the rooftop of the same tower. The sand sticks like it was glue. I could not escape.
It's the Sandman.
I saw the sand catches the vulture as it descended in front of me. I was lying on the ground while the sand grabbed my whole body glued on the rooftop floor. The vulture gains consciousness again. He stood up. "You're a very irritating kid, you know that? You almost got us killed," he yelled. "Just give me my aunt back, please." As I yelled back at him, "Look, kid, see that over there?" As he pointed out at the bottom of Times Square, I looked at it and saw the Spider Maguire, trapped by some kind of robot tentacles and a huge monster beating him up. "See that monster over there? That's Venom. He hates your spider friend, he just wanted to beat him badly. Now you on the other hand was lucky enough that your aunt is just a trap, and that I have to handle with you instead of that Venom," he explained calmly. I cried as I looked down in fear. "We got beef, kid, but I decided that I ain't putting a murder on my criminal record just because others want me to. So calm down and comply, or else I'll have to beat you up real bad." He just looked at me smiling. I get irritated as I use all of my strength to break free. I escaped and tried to blast the vulture in the face with a web one more time as I yelled, "You will pay for this." He gets his web, but he gets more pissed off than me. He ordered the Sandman to trap me down, cage me. The sand quickly pulled me again and created a big dome of sand around me. It was dark. I punched my way out, but nothing happens. "Get me out of here, old man," I yelled. A little hole suddenly popped up. I looked into it and saw the vulture, with a pissed-off face. "You know what, kid? I'm just going to beat you up so bad for you to cooperate. But that would just make you fight even more, so here's my plan," he said as he turns around and points his huge wing fan at the hole of the sand dome. "Oh no, what are you doing?" I asked, while he replied, "Shutting your irritating self down." As he turns his wingsuit on, the fan rotates as it vacuums all the air from the dome to the outside.
"Oh no, you're going to suffocate."
I notice that he is taking off all the oxygen for me to pass out. Even if this won't kill me and make me only unconscious, I still need to escape. I pulled my mask off to realize that I have not got much time. I was sweating and I started to lose my breath. I punched and kicked the sand, but it just won't break. I have no escape. Until I get to my knees, I realized that the floor has no sand on it. This is my only choice as I punched the cement floor. It cracked. I punched it again while yelling so hard. I can hear the vulture yelling that I should surrender now. I was dozing off, but it's so close. As I gave my final punch, the cement floor breaks and I fell on the lower floor. It was an office. I stumbled into the floor, catching my breath, holding my mask and trying to get up. A bunch of office employees saw me and was shocked to see an unmasked Spider-Man.
Now the people know your identity.
One guy helped me stood up as I say my thanks. I quickly wore my mask again. All of them stares at me as I catched my breath and ran into the window. There was an opened window. I jumped right at it, making my escape. The vulture did not notice I was gone. The same with the Sandman until the vulture told the sand to open the dome up. The vulture was shocked to see the broken floor. The Sandman tried to go after, but the vulture said stop. He is a brilliant kid, huh? Let him go. I may have a plan for him later as the Sandman returns to his human form. But what about Venom? Asked the Sandman. Don't worry about him, I got you covered. The vulture says as he saw me swinging away. The Sandman apologizes for not keeping an eye, but the vulture just says it's fine. As they head to the top of the Avengers Tower, where Aunt May is being kept.
If I was there, I could have saved her.
As I make my escape, I suddenly saw below Times Square the Venom, with a lot of black goo scattered, a devastated crowd, and a beaten-up Spider Maguire. I saw him beating Spider Maguire defenseless and I knew I must help. I swooped down and blasted a ton of web grenade to the Venom.
So that's where Spider Maguire left. The Venom is beating him to death.
It was fast. The Venom was distracted from his punch and he dropped Spider Maguire. The Tentacle Man, Doc Ock, came to aid Venom, but I quickly dodged all tentacle attack and blasted a huge amount of web grenades and splitter web to the tentacles, immobilizing all 4 of them. As I make my way to Spider Maguire, Venom yells he is getting away. Stop him. Doc Ock is immobilized. I grabbed Spider Maguire while web swinging as the whole crowd cheers. All of you get to safety now. I yelled to the crowd as they ran off away from the battle. I web swing away from Venom as I saw a large amount of black tentacles grew out of his body to catch me. It was like in my dream. I made it fast and miraculously escaped that thing that could kill us. I was successful. I saw Spider Maguire unconscious, and the whole crowd flee from the battle. While Venom gets so angry while escaping from my web.
Venom would surely get pissed off after that.
Idiot. You could have seen him from afar. Venom yells to Doc Ock. Well, you could have seen him too if you are not that focused on Parker. Both of them broke free, but Venom is really pissed off.
I sense a battle will happen between those two.
He attacked Doc Ock, punched him real hard.
I told you.
They had a little fight. Doc Ock shows his skills that his arms could level his symbiote, while Venom shows his rage and his Hulk-like strength. They both trash-talked. But in the end, they agreed to just lure them out again and just kill them.
Well, that's brutal.
So they got back to the Avengers Tower, meeting up with the Sinister Six. Upon arriving, there's Aunt May sitting at the center, tied and gagged up. While the Vulture and Sandman is already there, waiting. Venom and Doc Ock shows up. Toombs, you are supposed to not let the kid loose, right? As the Venom walked towards the Vulture.
Oh.
You had one job. As the Venom sucker punches the Vulture in his face. The Vulture got angry, but kept it cool. Well, he is a sneaky bastard, said the Vulture. Venom got pissed off more and tried to engage into fighting with the Vulture. Venom showers his fist into Vulture repeatedly, but Vulture resists from fighting. The Venom is just plain mad. The Vulture tried to talk his way out of it, but Venom refuses, until the Vulture decided to just flew away to shake Venom off. His wingsuit engages. The noise of the fan turbine was very loud. He suddenly noticed that the Venom's symbiote is being shaken up by the noise. Venom suddenly calms out and just stares at the Vulture, with anger.
Venom's weakness.
The Vulture smiles at him. You still need me, Venom. I know how to catch the spider again. Proposed Vulture. Last chance, Toombs, or your family is dead. Yelled Venom. As the Vulture's wingsuit shuts down, Venom's symbiote also behave. Electro suddenly came, shaken, and brought a dead goblin.
Well, here comes another beating.
Don't tell me the spider also killed him? yelled Venom. Electro just not while. The Venom gets disappointed. The Venom grabbed Electro by his tentacles and choked him. Why did you not bring him back earlier, huh? Can't you just electrify him or something to wake up? Asked Venom sarcastically. He dropped Electro. You guys are literally not thinking straight. How could we even call this a team? Said Venom. Electro shocked the goblin, forcing his heart to beat again. The goblin stood up fast, alarmed. His body armor healed him, his vital signs gets back to normal, and he is bugged about what happened. The Venom furiously came to him and beat the crap out of him. Did I tell you to die? Venom shouts as he beats the goblin. The goblin only laughs more and more.
He sure is crazy, huh?
The Venom stops his beating. This man is crazy. We should have left him dead. You are useless, yelled Venom. Crazy yes, useless no. If you could have seen the look on Spider Garfield's face, it was worse than him dying, replied Goblin as he laughs like a maniac. You better be doing a good job, because now we will attack as a team. All of you better show me what you're capable of, said the Venom as he reveals the sling ring. Now let's go where the spider is. The Venom used the portal, but every time he opens it, there's no Spider-Man. They rather see a cosplayer or just a fan. The Venom gets pissed off for the useless junk. How about that? What does that do? Yelled the Vulture as he points out the Eye of Agamotto, the green necklace, the time stone. Venom did not know how to use it. It won't open. They tried to figure out what it is, but it just won't do anything. The Venom gets enraged for the junk as he threw it out across the room.
Thank gosh, they can't open it.
Stupid junk. We are going manually. The Vulture, what's your plan? Venom yelled as he looked into the Vulture. The Vulture then smiles.